And I'm Chelsea. Welcome back. Welcome back.
And this episode is going to be about Shang-Chi.
Yes.
I watched it the other day. Finally.
Yes.
As we mentioned, I guess, as we're mentioning now.
Yeah.
We have been traveling for the last several weeks. Been abroad and the such. If you, we may or may not go into that at some point, but
yeah, I mean,
that's for another time.
Yeah, vacationing.
Yes,
of sorts.
So as we returned, we got some rest, and then we made it out to watch Shang-Chi.
Mm-hmm.
And it was quite a ride.
Quite a ride.
Quite a ride.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it was a really great movie. The end was a little freaky.
A little bit.
But I think it was a great film, and I really enjoyed it. I will say the bus scene was probably one of my favorite fight sequences. A great way to open up the movie, I think. And it was cool seeing one of the actors from the Creed film, the big guy. Seeing him in a Marvel...
Razor Fist.
Yeah. Seeing him in a Marvel movie, I know that had to be an epic for him.
Yes.
And watching some of the interviews that he's done on the press tour on that specific fight sequence and how long it took to actually like rehearse and shoot, it really took like 2 months for that.
That's crazy.
For that one sequence. And watching some of Simu's behind the scenes stuff that he put on Instagram of his stunts that he was doing on top of the bus for that bus scene where he jumps off and like hits the doors and is like, let me in.
Yeah, I think I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah. Really, really cool. And the little bit of injuries that they've both like endured during that fight sequence. And to think that whole thing took like a legitimate 2 months to shoot.
Yep.
Is really cool. I love those little details and stuff.
Yeah, I heard that apparently, I don't know if this is true, but I heard that whole sequence was a part of like their like pitch to actually get it green lighted. And they weren't sure if that was even going to make it into the movie.
No, yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not.
So good.
But it was fire.
I mean, what a way to pitch a movie.
Yeah.
I think.
Apparently, actually, one of the fight choreographers, he worked on one of the Matrix films. And apparently he was a longtime colleague of Jackie Chan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but he recently passed. He passed like right before the movie came out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like when you see that one part of the bus scene where you see like the jacket move and stuff, that was like a direct thing. As you saw, that's very Jackie Chan. Yeah. So there were some OGs in there. There was some OG influence, and that was really cool to see.
Yeah.
So I like that.
We love martial arts. Those like martial arts and Marvel. Like, what more could you ask for? It's so epic.
Yeah, the 3 Iron Fist fans in the corner are crying right now, but it's okay.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all okay.
We're here for you.
Yes. Who's your favorite character in the movie?
In all honesty,
yeah.
Though they didn't play the biggest of roles, I might have to say his sister.
His sister, yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to be a problem in future films, and a problem in a great way.
Yes. Like, she's like, I liked her because she just called everything out the way it was.
Yeah.
Like, she was really, really like, oh, okay, there needs to be some therapy. She was very open with her trauma, we can put it that way.
Yeah.
Doing the pettiest of stuff just to get back at her brother. It was very interesting to watch, and she could absolutely kick butt. And it's just like the fact that she was like, all right, I'm gonna go build my own empire, become like this like underground fight kingpin.
Literally.
Like, oh yeah, if we didn't say it before, spoilers. Sorry.
Yes.
We're going in.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a boss. Like, she's built different. She's built different.
She is. Man, I also like I like his friend, played by Aquafina. I know she's been in some recent hot water, culturally speaking, but the character in the movie I'm
Yes.
talking about. I
Yes,
liked her.
yes.
I liked her character. I liked the comedic relief, and um, I think it was kind of everybody needs like a little comedic relief type of friend, and these type of
Yeah.
films.
I mean, this film got kind of dark, so we kind of needed it.
Yes.
Like, thematically, like, there was a lot of trauma happening in this movie.
Yeah, and then like the whole demon situation at the end, and and souls being snatched is just like, whoa.
It got real, really fast.
Whoa. Wow.
Like, really fast.
Yeah. So, what else about this film like stood out to you? I thought, well, let me go first. I think nothing that stood out, but what was really adorable was the little guy.
We should really be remembering these characters' names. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a minor.
We should.
He's a minor character.
But he was, like, important. I feel like it was, like, something with a W. Like
Wow.
Wilford or something.
I don't think you're right. But
I don't know.
if we have someone actually watch the movie and pay attention, please let us know what the little the creature's name was that led them to the secret land.
I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up.
Yeah.
But he was adorable. And then when they actually found the hidden village, seeing all the different mystical creatures was like really cool, and the different tailed foxes, and I just like that like fantasy element that was like played into this film. Also, the pin
Morris.
Morris.
I was definitely off. I thought it was a W.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Just a few letters.
Just a few.
Wow. There's one thing in the film that I was confused about. It was, and guys, forgive us if this is going to seem ADHD jumping around throughout the movie. Is whatever, but the pendants that him and his sister had, other than them activating that dragon thing and the cool water scene, which don't get me wrong, it was cool. What else was it the purpose of? I guess to show the map of the
it was
maze?
it was also that it played a role in that, but also because of where their mom comes from, was that dimension that they had to get through the maze to get to. It was one of those things where it's like these are like keys to kind of get there, but they're also like gifts. So it's like you can return back to my homeland type thing.
Basically.
Yeah, it was almost like a heirloom from their mother.
Yeah, an heirloom and a key that had held information, or a key to the map.
Exactly.
Of where they could return to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of the return, I love Auntie.
Oh, yeah. Auntie's a beast.
Yes.
Auntie's a beast.
I pray everyone has an auntie like that in their lives.
Yes.
To teach the ways and kick butt at the same time.
Indeed.
Yeah. What else about the film? Is there anything else?
I mean, there's a lot. Like the fact that their dad.
Well, yes. Go ahead.
That dude.
If you're saying what about
the unofficial Mandarin? Well, actually, the official Mandarin.
Right, but he never went by that.
He never went by that title,
Correct.
And it's like hilarious that they made the joke about like it's a chicken dish, and it's like, if you guys know, of course, the Mandarin originally in the comics was like kind of racist, pretty racist,
very racist.
It was quite racist. Typical Asian stereotype times like 1,000 type thing.
Times 1,000.
And
man,
he never went by that name, but he did go by like Khan, saying he was like Genghis Khan and stuff, which is insane because he's been around for so long because the rings gave him like immortality, and all this stuff. So the dad's been around for a while, just running stuff from the shadows, talking about how he was the one involved, of course, with the 10 Rings back in Iron Man. Even though it was technically like a different sect that was doing things that was not necessarily sanctioned by him.
Right.
He still wanted Tony Stark's weapons, so he was like, all right, do that.
Yeah, and it's crazy to think that he started his arc like this random dude who's not random, who's literally been around for thousands of years, played a huge part in the development of what we've come to know as Iron Man. Like, that's pretty wild.
Yeah. It's, and I love how it's like, this dude was such a like background mob boss that other big bosses got power just by using his name.
Yeah.
Or trying to be associated with him, like the guy from Iron Man 3, Killian.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
like,
my God, I hated him.
Him and his hair. I hated his hair.
Oh, his
It reminded me of
face.
Prince Charming from Shrek.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? You kind of want to just punch
him. Yeah.
a little bit. You know, no disrespect
to the actor.
Yeah,
you know, but the character.
He played the character very well.
They chose a great actor.
A very hard to like character.
Yeah.
You know, just wanted to put him in a headlock and squeeze. You know,
there, you know. Ugh, disgusting. Great job casting him. Anyway.
Yes, but also there's apparently like one of those fighters from Iron Man 3 with the extremist stuff with the glowy yellow arm stuff that was in the fighting arena in Shang-Chi, which is actually kind of cool.
Very interesting.
So it's like these guys are still kind of around.
Right.
So that's interesting. I love how they just like throw those little things in there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Were you surprised to see Wong there in the Fight
goat.
Club, basically?
The GOAT, Wong.
I was surprised.
I was definitely surprised.
It's like, is this what he does in his nightlife?
You know, I was like, okay, so if you've seen Doctor Strange,
I would hope so by now.
Wong is definitely a stickler for the rules to some extent.
Yeah.
But he's also a bit of a wild boy. You know?
I wasn't expecting
He was
Wong.
also a little bit of a wild boy. Like, you can feel that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, if you could pick up what he was putting down, maybe it wouldn't have been all that surprising. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, Wong gets busy. Seems like he gets busy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But seeing him fight Abomination?
But it was interesting after the fight. He said, next time do what we rehearsed or something like that.
Yeah, it seems like they're bros and they're like training, which is really interesting because I'm like, what happened to Abomination since the Hulk movie?
We may find out, but also I was thinking when he said that, thought just came to mind. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's like they rehearsed it so whoever wins can get a cut of whatever the winnings are. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like maybe they were trying to split whatever the earnings was.
That would actually be pretty funny.
Yeah, and probably make a lot more sense.
Yeah, that actually would be really, really funny.
Yeah.
But if I remember correctly, Abomination after the Hulk movie was imprisoned in the Triskelion, I think it was.
Okay.
Which is that complex that was basically demolished in Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
I can't remember that far back.
Was it that one?
All right, that's too far back for me. I'm gonna have to rewatch.
Yeah, it was that one. Yeah,
but
because remember when there was that scene where they had like all those ships, they had like their guns locked on all these like citizens all around like the city and stuff, and there was this main complex on the ground, and Sam was like running through and had to jump through into like a helicopter, that building. So like I'm thinking maybe he escaped when that happened.
That's a possibility.
You know, and then ends up in some kind of underground fight club. It's interesting. I don't know.
It is interesting.
Apparently he's going to be in future films.
He is.
And he's going to be showing up in She-Hulk.
He is.
So,
I didn't know that, but that makes sense.
Yeah, he's going to be showing up. So it's going to be interesting.
That was like a good way to reintroduce the character after such a long time.
Yeah.
And what did you think about the end when Wong came into the restaurant and was like, "You got the rings? Okay, cool. We got to go." Like,
first of all, it's hilarious. He just took Homeboy's drink.
Yes.
Like, that was hilarious.
Yes. Wong does not care.
Like I say, he's a bit of a wild boy. Like, he's a stickler for rules, but at the same time, he does what he wants.
I think it's like specific rules concerning magic.
Yes.
Like,
if it's not concerning magic,
is like free game.
He's a little reckless.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah,
it's free game. So, like, what did you think? Like, they're hanging out with Wong in some I don't know, maybe it's a spell room or something like that. And who do we see on the call? We see
We see Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel and Dr. Banner.
Yes.
What?
See, I have a theory.
Please share. We love conspiracy theories. We love it.
My theory is this. My theory is we're going to start seeing a new kind of Hulk show up. Because we've been seeing a development of the Hulk character.
Yes,
Him just
intellectual
being
Hulk. Woke Hulk.
Exactly, the intellectual Hulk.
Yes, in touch with his emotions, Hulk.
Yes. And that Hulk seemingly wasn't as physically strong. Or as, enraged. One could say.
Yes.
As his, you could say, Avengers 1 Hulk.
Yeah.
But we've even seen before that, back in Thor Ragnarok, where he was still definitely stronger, a bit ragey Hulk, but he was still able to form sentences and things like that. But it wasn't as intelligent and things like that. Now he's back to kind of Banner, and his arm is still the way it is.
Remind
and
me
his
of
hair's
what happened
getting
to
gray.
his arm.
Remember Infinity Gauntlet? He was the one that snapped to bring everyone back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Now
and that permanently destroyed his arm.
It permanently?
Yes.
My question is, how long after Infinity War is Shang-Chi?
I think it's 5.
Okay. So is it then it's kind of chronological to the
Endgame,
release date?
not Infinity War.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Let me just look up when Endgame came out. Because if that's the case, that'd be really cool. So 2019 is when Endgame came out. So it is not chronological to the release date. But okay, at least 5 years after the fact.
No, because remember there was the time jump in Endgame.
Yes.
So everything was displaced from the year. Because remember, everything as the MCU was first coming out was coinciding with the actual year it was released. So it was almost it was as if it was present day. But now there's the time jump. So it's not just the 5 years post-snap time jump of Endgame. It's also 5 years after that, apparently. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 5 years.
Okay.
I can double check, though.
Now, did Shang-Chi have an original release date of 2020, or was it always 2021?
I think Shang-Chi was always going to be a 2021.
Okay, that's what I
think,
thought.
But I might be wrong.
That's what I thought. Man, I really enjoyed the film. On a scale from 1 to 5 stars, what would you rate it as? Wow, that's a lot of air.
Look, I can't just throw out a random answer, you know what I'm saying? I got to ponder the question, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, as you're thinking, I'll release my rating. I think I'm going to give it a solid 4 stars. A solid 4 out of 5. You know what? Maybe even a 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. Great action, great storyline. It was great seeing Wong. I really just want to rewatch the film because I feel like just watching the first time is like absorbing all the stuff, and now I want to watch it again, going back, kind of looking for the little details or any Easter eggs that I might have missed. So yeah,
I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 3.5.
3.5. Ooh,
I'll give it a 3.5.
that's kind of low. Any
I
particular
thought it was
reason?
good. I thought it was good.
Okay.
But it's like, for me, we had to think about all the movies that have come out in the MCU.
Yeah.
It's not Winter Soldier level.
No.
It's not Endgame level.
No.
It's not Infinity War level. It's not Civil War level.
Maybe I'm cutting them some slack due to COVID. like in terms
I
of
don't know.
production? And
I don't know because I think it was overall a pretty good movie, and like a lot of the fight scenes and stuff were immaculate.
Yeah, you know what? It was.
You know, I'm not saying it was bad in any way. I just feel like narratively, it just wasn't as. It just wasn't as narratively intense or engaging as some of the other movies.
Yeah.
I would put this on the same level of enjoyment to an extent of like maybe what's a comparative one that's good?
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first Doctor Strange. Yeah.
I'd say it's like Doctor Strange level in terms of like quality. And Doctor Strange was really, really dope. Had a lot of really cool sequences. You're like, whoa, that's sick, you know? But it wasn't like I said, Winter Soldier. It wasn't a Civil War. It wasn't an Endgame. It wasn't an Infinity War. You know, it wasn't, if you ask me, argument for the most underrated film in the MCU, which we could do something on at one point if you would like, Avengers Age of Ultron. It wasn't on those levels.
Yeah, I agree. So we have a couple more films coming out this year, along with the Hawkeye show on Disney Plus. And I just want to talk about Hawkeye real quick. It's really interesting how they filmed it from the previews, because when I initially watched the preview, it looked like a movie. I thought this was like some lighthearted, weird Hawkeye holiday movie type of thing, like Christmassy, family man Hawkeye.
I would have been offended on behalf of Jeremy Renner if that was the case.
Literally. But then to see that it was a show, I was like, okay, this fits. But the camera style is very cinematic in that. So it was just very interesting, which I like because it's high quality and it's like setting a high bar for even the shows.
Yeah, they're not going to do him dirty.
No. So that's coming out, I don't know when, but The Eternals is the next MCU film to come out this year, and that's coming out November 5th, so in a couple weeks. I'm interested. I don't know what to expect because I'm not familiar with The Eternals, so I'm really excited just to go in with like a blank slate.
Yeah, I'm trying to reserve my expectations because they're trying to bring in a bunch of characters at once with the Eternals. Like, a lot. And, like, the MCU is already a lot as it is.
It's a lot to keep up with.
Like, it is genuinely a lot. But I also, yeah, exactly. We love it.
I'm not complaining.
Not complaining. We're just stating facts.
Yeah.
But with that being said, if they can pull this off,
they will.
Especially with what this stuff can set up. With like the Celestials and the real cosmic stuff in Marvel.
Yes.
The kind of stuff that could be telling DC to sit down for decades to come, because DC
thought they already said that.
In terms of, and people always made the argument that like the Justice League would wash the Avengers.
I understand,
and they're right.
They are.
They're right because there's no one in the Avengers is beating the Flash or Superman.
Yeah,
they're not. Like Wonder Woman, maybe. Like say Thor could take Wonder Woman, maybe. You know, Captain Marvel could take Wonder Woman, but Superman, no. You know, other than that, but they keep on. They pulled this off. Then
yeah, it's gonna get real mystical. It's gonna get
a little crazy.
It's gonna get real intergalactic.
I wonder if they're gonna bring Hyperion in.
Man, I don't even know who that is, but I'm excited. I don't even know.
He's basically Marvel Superman.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, and that's the Marvel has so much to pull from.
And they already setting up Adam Warlock from one of the previous, I think it was like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 at the end of that with the gold people.
They literally have so much material.
And Adam Warlock is OP.
Yeah. For like the rest of our lives, basically, to explore. And then when you open up the multiverse, it's just like, bro. Which is like part of the next movie, Spider-Man No Way Home. And then Doctor Strange, top of the next year, March 2022. Spider-Man is a Christmassy, around Christmas time, December 17th.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited. Which film or what are you looking forward to the most that Marvel's going to put out next?
My gut reaction is to say Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but
Ooh, hype. There's a lot of
I'm
speculation
almost
around that.
I'm almost
that
more
movie.
interested, almost
Almost okay.
more interested in the Doctor Strange movie because
It depends
the
on how
way-
the Spidey movie ends.
in a way, yes,
Mm-hmm.
but the way they're setting up Doctor Strange's character in the MCU
Yeah. Yeah.
makes me feel like he's going to be taking this almost like a conductor role.
Yeah. He's
'Cause
like
there's
now
gonna-
the new leader.
I wouldn't say necessarily the new leader, but when it comes to these otherworldly, other dimensional, spooky ooky things,
Spooky ooky things. Yes. Yes. Good way to
he's
put it.
going to be their guide.
Yeah.
So he's going to be playing a much more frontman role
Yes.
in certain films and things like that, and tying certain things together
And you can
and
kind of
creating
see.
through points.
Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off.
So it's okay. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, you can kind of see that. I was gonna say you can kind of see this transition starting to happen in Endgame, from Tony Stark to him. Even like when he was starting to pass and different things, like you can kind of see the transition happening of power almost. And then like with Captain America gone, it just makes sense that he would be the next kind of front man of this like I don't want to say new Avengers, but like the other guys, the new faces of like the Avenger group, the spooky ooky Avengers.
It'll be interesting to see if they actually like by the time Avengers 5 rolls around.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be interesting to see like, okay, who are the core members now?
Yeah.
And with what's going on with some of the formation of like what we believe are going to be the Thunderbolts, or some people might say like the Dark Avengers, going on with like Black Widow's sister, and what's his name
group.
from Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Bucky?
Nah.
The other guy, the little Russian guy.
Nah, not the little Russian guy.
Who?
The other Captain America. That
my gosh,
decapitated
him,
that dude.
Bro,
Johnny Walker, yeah.
hate him.
He's a little weird.
Another great
He's a little
cast
weird,
of a guy
yo.
you love to hate.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So it's going to be interesting how certain things play out. I wonder how they're going to balance all this stuff, and if certain things are even going to intersect at this point. Because even though things are connected, I wonder what's actually going to happen on screen, like the big screen.
Yeah.
Versus like the series.
Yeah.
And it's like there's going to be a point to where we're going to have to break down what's required viewing and what's not, because there's just so much at this point.
I'm watching everything.
And I'm definitely watching everything as well, but it's just for the average watcher. Yeah, it's
Marvel
just like
fan, for the average Marvel fan.
like,
Not
are
the
they going to
super-
have to watch every episode of every single Disney
To
Plus
understand,
series
yeah.
to go into this next movie and understand everything? Like,
Yeah.
I highly doubt that's what they're going to be doing,
Right.
because they're going to want their movies to stay accessible.
Mm-hmm.
So
And relevant.
and we'll definitely see with like the next Captain America movie, because that's going to be like, homeboy Sam Wilson
Yeah.
as the new Captain America.
Yeah.
And we just had, the Falcon Winter Soldier series establishing some of his struggles after he received the shield.
Which I really enjoyed that series, by the way.
Yes, that series was honestly really,
It was
really
really well
good.
done.
But are they going to rehash some of that stuff in the movie? Are they just going to skip it? I don't know.
We'll see. There's stuff like that you kind of have to just wait and see.
Yeah.
With great expectation. Man,
So what are you more excited for coming up?
I'm probably more excited for coming out this year, probably the Spider-Man movie before the Eternals, only because I know a little bit more of what's going on with Spider-Man. And then seeing the OG Doc Ock and just like,
of course,
the whole conspiracy theories of who's actually in the film, who's not. Like, is Andrew Garfield actually in it? Is Tobey Maguire? Like, all of the drama. It's all the things, all the drama. Is creating a good buzz around the film. I think, whether people's talking about it in a speculative way or not, it's just good for the movie. So, I'm excited for Spider-Man. And going right into Doctor Strange in the spring. I think it's a great lineup of films Marvel has coming out.
Indeed.
All right, well, I think this is a great app.
Oh, you want to wrap it there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We can give people all the stuff all at once.
Okay.
All right. Guys, we'll be back with more episodes. And thankfully, now that we're settled, we'll be back with more episodes. How can I put this? More episodes each week. We're going to have a continual stream of episodes, as I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. Once again, my name is Chelsea.
It's your boy, Caleb.
And we'll be back.